When Jason turned 18, instead of a huge birthday party and a celebration, he got all of his belongings in a black trash bag, a pat on the back, and was told to leave his 12th and last foster home. Can you imagine how scared, how lonely Jason felt? The fact is, this is not an exception, but much too often the norm for many foster youth. In the United States, 20,000 foster youth age out of the foster care system every year. And of these youth, 50% leave care without a high school diploma, 60% in the first 3 years of living on their own will become homeless. And can you believe that 70% of the inmates in San Quentin were one time in the foster care system? But today, there are 500 current and former foster youth doing something about this. They're changing the outcomes. They're changing these stats because their story is a lot like Jason's. These youth belong to an organization called California Youth Connection, also known as CYC. I'm Jacque Lindeman, the development director. CYC is a youth-driven advocacy organization made up of current and former foster youth between the ages of 14 and 24 who are trying to better the foster care system, their system. Since 1988, we have helped pass 100 bills. We have sponsored and co-authored 25 foster care bills. And as of a couple weeks ago, Governor Schwarzenegger signed a bill we sponsored, which now extends foster care services to the age of 21. Can you imagine what 3 additional years of support would have done for Jason and the thousands of other foster youth who have aged out? We do what we do by training foster youth to share their experiences and to provide recommendations on how to better the system. We also provide them opportunities to meet with legislators, policymakers, and community leaders in Sacramento and throughout the state. In fact, once a year, we bring all of our youth to Sacramento where they meet with all 120 legislators and the governor. And we do what we do with 11 staff for the whole state. Our 11 staff work with our 500 members statewide. We need money to pay for these staff and to get these youth to Sacramento and beyond. We pay for transportation, lodging for youth at youth hostels, food to feed oh so hungry teenagers, as you guys know, they can eat, and youth stipends for the youth who take time off work to do something that they believe in and really feel for. So we need $250,000 to continue the work we're doing, hire more staff, and to increase the number of youth we serve by 50%. So please, help the 500 current and former foster youth make a difference for themselves and the generation after. Thank you.
Right on the button there.
Oh, sorry. Am I button? Oh, we're dancing?
Sound like my mic wasn't on. Later.
Okay.
All right. Any feedback? Someone want to start? You're speechless.
Like, oh my gosh.
I like Jason. You know, Jason pulled me in immediately. I particularly like the facts you gave about emancipated youth. Also, you were able to demonstrate success, legislative success in particular. The one thing that wasn't clear to me was your ask. You want help, but I would think it would help to quantify it, because we tend to think in numbers.
Celia?
I would agree with Tom around the ask. What wasn't clear is the $250,000 for how long. I mean, you're saying you're going to increase serving youth by 50%, but over what time frame? And how long would that funding need to be in place? And it is a very innovative approach in terms of having foster youth, learning how to advocate and mentor other youth. But I wanted to hear more about the visionary leadership of the organization itself and how it started.
I just thought it was such a powerful story about turning agony into activism, one that we'll all remember. I wasn't quite sure exactly all of the ways in which the 500 youth are involved, whether it's mainly on the legislative advocacy, or if there are other avenues that they advocate for, or how much time they spend doing the advocacy work.
I just want to say I really sense your passion and feeling for these youth and like what you've created. It's tremendous.
All right. Okay, thank you.